round of applause for your staff. We got Garrett in the sound. We got all your wait staff. Hey, take care of them. Take care of them. Take care of them. Take care of them. They got the hardest job here. Lou and I were both servers at Logan's Roadhouse. Do y'all know what Logan's Roadhouse is? Nice. If you don't know what Logan's Roadhouse is, imagine Texas Roadhouse had like a little inbred cousin, okay? Serving is by far the hardest job, and sometimes teachers don't like to agree to that because you think you have the hardest job, but I'd like to remind all of you that you have health insurance, okay? So tip them, give them your money. Every dollar you give them gets them closer to health insurance, and
they're not going to spend it on health insurance.
No, I mean, they're going to spend it on drugs, but...
Which is the real health insurance.
That is. We believe in their potential. Do y'all have recreational weed here? Yes?
Whoa, that's big.
Oh, wow.
I mean, no, it isn't. Why would that matter to us? Okay.
Are there cops in the building? I can't believe you're not a cop and you work with IT, dude. You have the face of a cop, but the heart of a computer technician.
Yeah, dude, you're like 6'8". Do you fucking beat the computer into submission?
Oh, shit. All right. Austin, we're just going to start right. Austin said, a student threw a chair at my head last week. That's it. That's kind of a statement and answer kind of portion of the show.
Austin, have you tried building a relationship?
Austin, this is a good time to ask you if you remember your why. Where's Austin at? Austin, can you elaborate for us real quick? I'm so interested in this. Austin's like, no, don't fucking look at me.
Austin, no. I hope it was like a kindergartner.
A really strong kindergarten? Just your ass in kindergarten? In kindergarten they do it?
The little tiny chairs, they're like, rah!
The tiny I forgot they have tiny chairs.
Pre-K throws chairs? What are y'all doing to these kids?
Dude, that's why Ohio always has such a good offensive line. Y'all are training these pre-K kids like crazy. I still can't lift a chair. My janitors were like, you have to lift the chair on the desk for us to clean. And I was like, I guess you're never going to clean. Because I tell these kids to do it, the kids will never do it. Isn't that funny they think we have litter boxes? Isn't that the funniest, stupidest rumor you've heard? Do y'all know this? Make some noise if you've heard the rumor about litter boxes. Yeah, a lot of you got a drunk uncle you wish would stop talking. Fox News is trying to tell you that schools have litter boxes for their furry students so that they can go to the bathroom. And let me just tell you, I've met every one of the janitors I've worked with. I've become very close with them. They're the best to smoke weed with. And I don't know if you've ever met them. I know for a fact they are not ever going to clean a human turd out of a litter box. They won't scoop up pencil shavings because it pisses them off too much. There's not a chance they're scooping out human turds. You got litter boxes in your class?
Oh, yeah. I work at a super progressive school, though, so, you know.
They're for all the teachers?
Yep, litter boxes. You know, I got the whole thing.
You can't tell them that. They're going to think you're serious. We're in Dayton, not Cincinnati. Tell them you're joking, Lou. We're going to be on Fox News tomorrow.
Hey, look, what can I say? All the girls wear like cat ears and shit. They don't want to be cats, though. They want to be Koreans. That's what they want to be.
I think I accidentally became like the Fox News paradigm. I taught a student for a full year and had no idea they were trans the entire time. And then the following year when they weren't in my class, I ran into them in the staff bathroom and I go, "You're not supposed to be in here." And she goes, "I'm trans. We can use this bathroom." And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, your gender's none of my business. And I kept it that way all year.
That is, I think most people are like, what's the trans agenda you're like in your class? And you're like, I don't know, I just call them Sky now. I don't know why every trans person I've ever met is named Sky. It used to be Skylar, now I go by Sky. I'm a they, them, and I'm like, I'm Steven Taylor. That's all I know.
I do give kids a limit. You can have 3 pronoun changes per year. Once you get to the third one, you're bro. Like, once you get to the third one, you're bestie. I was like, you're bestie,
bro.
you're diva, you're bro. After your third name, I'm sorry. I accept you, I love you, I can't keep up.
I think 3 is a good rule on that. Okay, have you ever smoked weed with a student? Okay, cop.
This is someone seeking validation. Which one of y'all is getting blazed in the parking lot?
I didn't, but one of them tried. This was my first year teaching. I had been teaching like 2 months. I was 21. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was out one day for a PD, so I had a sub, and this one class period, not a single kid turned in the work. Like every other class period, they turned it in. One class period, they didn't. So I sent a remind message, and I was like, hey, did everything go okay? Did the sub give you guys the worksheet? And this one kid replies and goes, yeah, he was cool. And I said, okay, thank you. And then he replies again and goes, if you ever want to smoke and chill sometime, I would be down.
What'd you say? Like, yeah?
I was like, what kind of shit you got? No, I sent it to admin, and then they were like, he's expelled. And I was like, give him a chance.
It'd have been funny if you sent it to admin and they were like, fucking narc.
I did have a kid show up to one of my comedy shows like 3 years after he graduated. And this is actually one of my students. I am one of Fox News' biggest enemies because I had a student ask me in confidence, said, I'm transitioning. And I was like, you didn't have to tell me. I could have told you, to be honest with you. And he wanted to get on testosterone, and his parents weren't really accepting, and he said, I'm scared, would you go with me? And he was no longer my student, and he was 18, and so I asked the school, and they were like, yeah, you can do it. And so I just went with him just to be there when it happened. And then, yeah, it is sweet, but if Fox News got a hold of this, my ass would be crucified. Because what happened was 3 years later, he showed up to a comedy show, and at comedy shows, you smoke weed in the back. And then he came back, and I was like, James, oh, shit. You really transitioned. You really, I just surprised me. I didn't even recognize you there for a second, bud. How are you? And then he hit the joint, and then that feels like what community is. I think that's
the America I want to be a part of.
I will go back to these. Does anybody have a question that they want to ask? You couldn't figure out how the QR system worked? You weren't able to call IT and ruin their day?
Any older teachers, 32 years? Do you want to reply all in real life, too?
All right. No, I'm just going to...
You got one?
Nice. What you got? One memory of being a teacher that you would never forget. Great question. And you got a great voice. That's a good voice. You should do comedy.
I was going to say podcast. You got the podcast beard.
Yeah, don't do comedy. You'll make more money in podcasts for sure. One moment you'll never forget.
I mean, there's always a few, kids bringing like weapons to my school. And,
you meant it like, oh, what's the most heartfelt moment you've had? He's like, a gun.
Yeah, you kind of remember that one.
Yeah, I got pepper sprayed when I was trying to break up a fight. You'll never forget that. 6 times, too.
You just wouldn't go down.
It was 6 different times. I got bouncer energy. I see a fight. I'm like, I'm going to break up a fight, but security can't touch them, so they just come in like, psh.
I had a kid who had the greatest project I've ever fucking seen. I've taught history usually, and so I told them, I was like kind of hungover one day, and I was like, write letters, like pretend you're alive in the past and write letters about it. And this one kid goes, I got a big idea, and I want your approval. And I was like, okay. And he goes, I'm thinking gay lovers during the Civil War, opposite sides. And I was like, I'm with you. And he goes, don't worry, the Confederate one was drafted, so he's chill.
Hey, man, that's a hell of a project. And they both meet at a star-crossed Waffle House.
And I had to grade it, and I felt like inappropriate. It was like, I think I saw you at Antietam. And I was like, I don't want to be a part of this. I don't think.
Gone with the wind, but gay and horny. That's so fun. I'm trying to think about like a thing
I remember it's the most terrifying student that I've ever had.
Ooh.
And he was a 14-year-old kid who had the deepest voice ever, and he had a very, very thick Russian accent. And I kind of based my Russian joke on him. And in the first day of class, this kid comes up to me and he goes, Mister, do we have homework in this class? And it scared the shit out of me. I was like, no, sir. He's like, good, I'm going to like this class. I was like, yeah, you can do whatever you want, man. Go to the bathroom. You want to teach? Yeah, come on. Soviet Union.
I will say there was a something you won't forget. I had a student of mine, I told you I taught Muslims, and I had this kid named Useni, who was a great student, loved him. And for 2 years, I called him Useni. That was the name on the roll. I called him Useni. And then as he's graduating, he's like 1 week left. He goes, hey, mister. And I was like, what's up, Useni? He goes, my name is not Useni. And I was like, whoa. What do you mean? That's what it has written on the roll. And he was like, I know. And I was like, well, what happened? This is just like one of those moments where you realize, like, it's not just my world that I'm living in. It's everybody's world. I was like, why is your name? Because, like, I also remember teaching them and trying to do a birthday wall. You can't do it. If you're an ELL teacher and you do a birthday wall, there's one person in here that knows what I'm talking about. I try to do a birthday wall, and then you find out that half of your kids were born on January 1st, 2001. And you're like, wait, something's wrong with the paperwork here. But I had this kid Useni, and he told me his name wasn't Useni, and I was like, well, what's your name? And he goes, my name's Hussein. And I was like, oh, brother, I think I know what happened. I think it was that, like, glass-breaking moment where you realize, like, these kids live different lives than you could ever imagine that they live, because you know what happened. Like, if you don't know what happened, you could figure it out, right? He just, like, goes to customs, gives them the paperwork, and there's some, like, sweet southern woman, like any of our moms, who's just like, come here, baby, what's your name? And he was like, Hussein? And she was like, no, it is not. Not a good time to be Hussein, honey. You're going to be Useni until some shit dies down.
you got to lay low for a while.
But it was just one of those, I remember, like, you get this when you're teaching, that you go, oh, it's not just me here. This is like a much bigger world that I could have never understood had I not been in this position. And that somebody else asked me, what do you think about alternative schools? And that's where I got fired from. Amazing. Still a huge proponent of alternative schools. I think do y'all have an alternative school here? Nice. Is it behavioral? Is that you? Do you work there? As soon as you start dancing, I go, that's a teacher at an alternative school. That's a
You've seen some shit.
Alternative school, she's throwing ass. Do you, what is it, high school, middle school?
Oh.
Pre-K alternative. Oh, those are the kids that are throwing chairs. They go to you.
Hey, show's over. We're about to ask her everything. Wait, pre-K alternative school. Is it incredible
like
behavioral intervention?
Medical situation?
You getting bit? Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, that's much sadder than it is funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think?
Foster care. I thought these kids were going to have like teardrop tattoos and shit.
If anyone here wants a toddler, she will be here after the show if you're looking to adopt, not shop.
Oh, yeah. Nothing makes you funnier than trauma. Yeah. And that's all three of us. It's a lot of long drives and therapy sessions between the three of us. But yeah, every time I taught at an alternative school, the kids were funnier than anybody else that I had ever met. And they're like down to earth, and they were smaller class size. That is the thing I've learned, is a smaller class size is the key to making education better, is when you can know 15 students a class period rather than what I had, which was 30 to 38 students who all spoke every language besides English, and it was my job to teach them taxes. It's just not a good situation.
Yeah, that's too many kids. You can't even tell who's shitting in the litter box at that point.
Useni, is that you? Oh, no, it's Hussein. My bad.
It's not my name.
Don't pantomime it. Favorite part about beautiful Dayton, Ohio? We all just got here, so I'd say the funny bone.
Do y'all have a strip club here? That's going to be my favorite part.
Okay, I love a small town strip club. I don't know if y'all consider yourselves small towns, but they always have fun names. It's called Cheeks? Great name, dude.
You know. Okay.
All right, so where am
Do
I
they
going?
put their clothes back on? Like, what's the problem?
You can't see it, but the superintendent's back there going. A lot of stuff has changed.
You've been
in
going there
Cheeks.
long enough, you're
Yeah.
like, this place is in the shitter.
Like, it's all political.
This used to be an establishment.
This used to be a bank. You're a para,
where do we
man.
go?
You got para money. You can't be at a strip club. What do you mean, shush?
They just take the strippers and they're like, we're gonna do phonics, sweetie.
You gotta roll coins like those big things in the 90s. They go do 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 do.
That's amazing. So what's changed at Cheeks?
First of all, oh fuck yeah, we're here.
Hold on. Greg, what do you know about Cheeks? Good answer, Eric.
Can't comment. Eric fucks.
Eric, yeah.
Sir, do you know anything about Cheeks? Nothing?
So what's like the biggest thing that's changed? What do you think is like, because we love a small town strip club. I love a poorly planned high school reunion. The Cheeks, they're no more Cheeks. They're kind of chalks now. Just kind of chock full of nothing. They got no ass anymore. Is that what you're saying? The BBL hadn't hit the Dayton community.
Ozempic has hit Cheeks. I repeat, Ozempic has hit Cheeks.
Ozempic to the second stage. Ozempic.
Okay, so don't go to. Is there another strip club or is
where
it
do we
just
go?
Cheeks? Diamonds? That was quick. Do you work
Diamonds
there? Shit.
Cabaret.
Okay.
Diamond sounds like it's out of my price range. I'm gonna be honest. If the Paris at Cheeks, I'm at Cheeks. I think it's-
Is Diamonds good? Oh shit.
that work there as a stripper. Nice.
Are they good or no? Okay.
Every
Strippers have
stripper
so
is
many
also a
skills.
hairdresser. I will say that is.
Diamonds is offering haircuts while I got titties. So
Wait, did you know that she was a stripper before you started dating? Okay, that's nice. I feel like that's better than one time I went into a strip club and I heard somebody go, Steven Taylor, which is the worst thing you can hear at a strip club is your name. And I turned to look and it was my stepsister, Brenda. And she was a stripper that I didn't know about until, but then you see somebody as a stripper and you're like, of course. Yeah, you sell stilettos on Facebook Marketplace. How did I not put this together that you were also a stripper? So nice that you knew going into it. And then you got to go to Diamonds. You would say, have you been to Cheeks? You haven't been. Haven't been.
You want to come with us?
yeah, can you get us in?
We're not, nobody's coming with anybody, ma'am. This is a clean family show. Nobody. She's like, will you cut my hair? Amazing. So, have you been to Diamonds? I fucking love this dude.
They didn't have ass at Diamonds either.
What was the question again?
Favorite memory teaching?
Favorite, yeah.
Getting a haircut at Diamonds.
Okay, we got to do. I think we got time for like 3 more. Hope that's all right with y'all. First year teacher here. Who is that? Abigail. First year teacher here. Should I leave? That's you. You're a first year. Yeah. The question is, should I leave now or forever hold my peace? Don't. Come on now. Come on now. Let's all tell her the truth. Leave.
Looks like you got an inn at another establishment sitting right next to you. So
No, I bet honestly there are probably higher standards for strippers than there are for teachers right now. It's pretty tough what they're allowing. I farted on the kids and then I got a job opportunity the next day. I got fired publicly. The New York Post wrote a story about me and then a district was still like, we don't give a fuck, dude. Come back. We need you.
I would like to see a stripper write an objective.
He's in the back going, you forgot to write your standard. Evaluating the strippers, going, no, they don't have what they used to have.
Where's your differentiated instruction, sweetie?
So yeah, first year teacher, you should quit though. Like for real.
I honestly think that teaching is a great job and a wonderful opportunity. I think that it's filled with a lot of bullshit, but as somebody who has worked every job under the sun, every job is filled with a lot of bullshit. And if you can handle any amount of bullshit, you could be a teacher, you could manage the IT at a base, you could do really any type of bullshit that you want. You teach agriculture?
ag?
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah, look at your belt buckle. Oh, fuck. You rode a bull here. Goddamn. All right.
Not even a horse? Riding a bull through the day. You teach ag? Damn, dude, that's cool.
Yeah, no, okay, you should stay.
Yeah, you got to stay. We need more ag teachers. Is your ring lab or real?
Oh, this guy? This is a fake one that I use to ward off men when I'm traveling for comedy.
You're standing with a man. He seems so sweet.
That's how she knows there's one in her house. You got to keep the enemy close. My real one is real. It is a blood diamond. That's what I requested specifically.
I saw the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. Get me one of those. That's so fun. What do you got a real ring? I don't know what I'm doing up here.
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe one day if you smiled more.
What are you saying?
If you were, who do we got?
Answer her question.
Oh, what's your friend's
What's your
question?
Marry,
It's
kill.
not the three of us.
Yeah. Okay, fuck, marry, kill Bill Nye, Miss Frizzle, and Linda McMahon.
Okay.
This might be the easiest
Yeah,
list of all
it is.
time, and I think we could probably get a consensus out of this. I'm going to be honest with
Yeah, I
you.
think
We're
On the
fucking
count-
Bill Nye.
Okay, we were supposed to do it together, but of course, I'm not fucking Bill Nye.
Why not? What are you, coward?
I'm marrying Bill Nye.
Yeah, I was going to marry a Bill Nye too and have one dazzling lesbian night with Miss Frizzle in the back of the bus.
Thank you. And we all know the real answer, which is kill Linda McMahon. Or just hit her with a steel chair again. Give her something.
Now I have to lie on that form when you get hired as a teacher where it's like, have you ever coordinated an attack against a U.S. government official?
Only one, but she deserved it. If you were dictator for a day, what would you change about education first? No longer being funded by property taxes.
I
Not
think,
very funny, but just a good answer.
I think parent-teacher conferences should be handled with closed fists, is what it is. For parents, if they come to you asking about their kid's fucking B+, you should be able to jaw them right there. And then as they're laying on the ground, you fucking just throw papers onto their face.
Yeah, standing over him going, I love having your student in class.
I have a less violent but similar answer. I think we get rid of suspension, create reverse suspension. You got to come to school with your kid for 5 days.
Oh.
My mom did that for fun.
Dude, I did not have a good education growing up because you said get rid of suspension, and I was like, the buses are going to run like shit.
I'm so stupid, I didn't even get it for a second. That took me... I'm on PE teacher time back here. I was just twirling a whistle.
They call it phys ed here.
They call it phys ed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just took the certification for it, and I'm kind of disturbed that I got a 50%, which is passing. So now I am fully certified to teach every PE class K through 12.
Imagine you're going in to do deadlifts and powerlifting, and Redacted's there like, let's go! Come on!
Half the test is just you swinging the keys around your finger.
All right, I think that we are coming to that time. We've had so much fun with y'all tonight. Thank you for coming out, and please come back and see us again. Come back to the Funny Bone. I was saving this question for last. If we didn't get to your question, we'll try to answer them on Instagram. We do like a couple Instagram lives whenever we're driving, so tune into there.
Yeah.
Support us. It goes a long way. Whoever wrote this question, you did it anonymously. You're a piece of shit. But I thought it was very funny, and I just wanted to. Do you want to? It's that one I highlighted.
Yeah, I know how to read.
Okay, fuck you.
What is a penis, Charles Carr?
I think that's a good one to leave. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me get a round of applause for Miss Redacted, everybody. Let her hear it. Lou Ferris, let him hear it.
Hey, keep it going for Steven Taylor.
Thank you so much. We're the Unteachables. Good night, goodbye. See us out there.
Yeah, come see us outside, Minute Diamonds.